video es presentado por el Sistema Ciencia Garza Educativa de la Universidad Autónoma del Estado de Hidalgo. Para mayor información, visítanos en www.uaeh.edu.mx. Gracias por aprender.
Hello everyone, good morning or good afternoon. My name is Cristian Rojas Vite. I am an English teacher. I'm working here at the Escuela Superior de Huejutla. In today's lesson, you will learn how to use the zero conditional in English. I'm going to start explaining this information. In this PowerPoint presentation, you will learn how to use the zero conditional in English. And after that, you will be able to create sentences that express something which is considered as a general truth. Just remember that the zero conditional is always used to talk about things that we consider as true facts that happen all the time. And in a moment, I am going to explain it to you how you can form these sentences. Well, the zero conditional is a structure that in English that it's always useful when you want to say something that it's always true. Or for example, that this conditional structure can be used to talk about scientific facts. And when I say scientific facts, I mean, for example, in this sentence, if you heat water, it boils. Boils means that in this case, the water is reaching 100 degrees Celsius. And observe that in this presentation, I am showing you the correct structure that you can use to form a conditional sentence, of course, using the zero conditional. At the beginning, we have if or when, plus the present simple, following by a comma, and then the rest of the sentence is always a present simple structure too. So if you notice here in the first line, if you heat water, comma, it boils. Now I am going to read it once again for all of you. If you heat water, it boils. Remember that boils is when the water is reaching the 100 degrees Celsius, and it is also considered as a true fact. This is always true. When the water reaches the 100 Celsius degrees, it boils. Notice that here you can also use the word when instead using the word if. It has exactly the same meaning. When you heat water, it boils. Now I am going to move to the second example. And in this example, I am going to provide you another use of the zero conditional. Just observe this picture. There is a person and he is doing a specific thing. If you water the plants, they grow. Every time that you put some water on the plants, they grow. That's where you can use the zero conditional too. Here on the following slide, you can observe a picture of a telephone. And I am going to create another sentence using the zero conditional. If you don't answer the phone, the machine takes the message. So notice that here we're using the same English structure. At the beginning, we have the verb, but in negative, in present simple, don't answer. And then we have the comma, phone and comma. And then it says, the machine takes the message. If you don't answer the phone, the machine takes the message, right? Here in this example, you can observe picture where there are people using their umbrellas. Remember that here in the structure for the zero conditional, we have the if and the main clause following by a comma. And after that, we have the main clause. It says, if it rains, I take my umbrella. It is also a true fact. So every time when I go out and I know that it's going to rain, I take my umbrella with me. If it rains, I take my umbrella. Or I can change the message. I can make a switch. If I take my umbrella when it rains, I take my umbrella when it rains. So now in the following slide, I am going to provide you an example of what it means. So observe this picture and look at the sentence at the top. I always look left and right when I cross the street. When I cross the street, I always look left and right. So remember that you can play in certain way creating the sentences. Not all the time you need to start a sentence with if, because you can use when too. And remember that if we're using, first of all, the main clause, remember that it's not necessary to write down the comma. And in both sentences or in both clauses, you needed to use present simple to show that you're using the zero conditional. Now I am going to continue explaining you some other examples. If we watch a movie, we eat popcorns. Look at that. In the first sentence, I am using the comma. If we watch a movie, there's a comma over there, we eat popcorns. Or now observe the second sentence. It is explaining the same message, but this time we're switching the order and we are removing the comma. We eat popcorns if we watch a movie. If we watch a movie, we eat popcorns. Both sentences represent exactly the same information in using the zero conditional. Continuing with the explanation, look at these two examples of the sentences. If my brother is tired, he goes to bed early. Or we can switch the sentence and we can mention in the following. He goes to bed early if my brother is tired. Now in the second line, it says, if you put some water into the freezer, it turns into ice. Just remember that we were sharing with you at the beginning of this presentation that we use the zero conditional when we want to express general truth or true facts or things that are always true. You may know that if you put some water into the freezer, it turns into ice. It's always like that. If you put some water into your freezer or in the fridge, it turns into ice. That's why we're demonstrating with this sentence that when we're doing using of the zero conditional, it's because it's a general truth. Another example, please look at the picture on the top on your right. It's a person that has an ice cream. And if you observe the picture, we can notice that maybe this person is not eating the ice cream. So look what it is happening. If she doesn't eat her ice cream, it melts. Melts means that the ice cream will be water. Just wait for some minutes outside and of course it will be water. So if she doesn't eat her ice cream, it melts. If the telephone rings, it makes a noise. No, when you receive a phone call, it's ringing, it's making a noise. Now observe the second picture on the bottom at the left. When she cleans the house, she listens to music. She listens to music when she cleans the house. To summarize this information in this lesson, remember that you have learned how to use the zero conditional in English and how to write your own sentences to express your personal opinions, your ideas about true facts. So thank you very much for the attention. My name is Cristian Rojas Vite. I work at the Escuela Superior de Huejutla, and I hope to see you very soon in the next video. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email and I will reply to it as soon as possible. In the next video will be about the first conditional in English. So please be patient and wait for it. That's all for today. Thank you very much.